composed by the esteemed Padma Shri Padma Vibhushan Chevalier M. Balamurali Krishna. This piece is in the ragam Kadana Kuduhalam and is set to Talam Adi. Kadana Kuduhalam is an Entra raga renowned for its refreshing qualities. It is set to energize and captivate its listeners. Fast-paced compositions in this raga were historically performed to energize and inspire kings before they went into a battle. This tilana is incredibly fast-paced and breathtaking, making it one of the most challenging and dynamic pieces to perform. The girls the most challenging tilana conclude their performance, that they always try to Jessica and Bhavana conclude their ensemble and the audience. What an exhilarating show. We are truly all girls. Thank you so much. We extend our heartfelt gratitude and admiration to our immensely talented Bhavana and Jessica, the guru and the esteemed musicians who have collectively captivated and mesmerized us with their extraordinary performance today. Let's give them another round of applause to show our appreciation for the exceptional experience they have witnessed. I would like to call upon Dr. Rupa Ram to share a few words.
Thank you, everybody. And it has been mesmerizing. We cannot say it enough number of times. If you thought this is what the girls did for a living, I'm here to tell you this is just one thing they do. They wear so many hats, and I just want to acknowledge the girls for all their hard work. So I will start with Bhavana. I have known Bhavana longer than I have known Jessica. So as most of you know, Bhavana is the embodiment of academic excellence. In addition to her dance performance, she does so many other things. We know she has always maintained a high, staggering GPA in school. She's in the top 2% of her class. That's in and itself a huge achievement. She is an AP scholar with honors. She's participated in the AP capstone program. She has done some groundbreaking research in the field of breast cancer, and she has received accolades from the Winthrop Rockefeller Cancer Institute at UAMS. Community service, that's something she's a firm believer in. Most of you know she has co-founded the Shrutilaya Academy of Arkansas, and she has raised so much money for the Arkansas Symphony Orchestra, as well as the Cancer Center through her innovative ideas every year. She is a paid research intern at UMS, and she has a publication in an indexed neuroscience journal. Those are things not many teenagers can boast about, so that's also huge. I have personally seen Bhavna as a leader. We would travel to so many quiz bowl competitions, and she truly led by example, strategically recruited people, made her team win at the state, regional, and national levels. She's part of every STEM club there is in Central. She's co-founded some of these clubs too, I believe. She's also been recognized as a National Merit semi-finalist. On the artistic side, we've seen her dance, but most of you know she is trained in Carnatic vocal music and plays the violin excellent as well. So all in all, if I have to summarize Bhavna's accomplishments, I would say she's somebody with steadfast commitment to her journey in biomedical research, community service, music, dance, as well as academic excellence. So one big round of applause for Bhavna. Congratulations again. Coming to Jessica. Jessica, as we have seen, is another individual who embodies dedication, community service, leadership as well. She is pursuing a double major in chemistry and anthropology at the University of Arkansas. She is in the honors program. She's endowed with so many prestigious scholarships like the Golden Hammer Fellowship and the Arkansas Governor's Fellowship. And beyond her studies, she's a natural leader as well. She leads as a volunteer coordinator at the Action Center. She's the outreach manager for the American Society of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. She's the associate director of physical health, and she champions several initiatives to improve campus life. So for those of you looking to go forward to UFA, she's your friend, I think. She excels in Dr. Kumar's biochemistry lab. Her research interest is in wound healing technology. She also someday aspires to be a cardiac surgeon, is her latest aspiration. Um, Outside academia, again, she is a multi-talented person. She is proficient in Carnatic vocal music, piano, flute, interestingly. And this is something I recently learned. Jessica can speak so many languages. She's fluent, as we know, in English, Tamil, and Spanish. But wait for this, she has business proficiency in Korean. Not an easy language to learn, so she must really have a huge love for linguistics. She's also learning Irish and Japanese, so really she has the whole globe covered. She also aspires to merge her interests in medicine and anthropology, and she would like to someday contribute to medical policy. So those are just a short list of her achievements. Congratulations again, Jessica. I just want to say, both these girls, anywhere you see them, will be the first ones to smilingly come say hello to you. They might have 200 things going on in the back of their head, but they are always they have the most smiling and positive attitude. What I like about them is their simplicity, their tenacity. As we have seen, to put a performance like this is no easy feat. I think for the younger generations, I see Jessica and Bhavana as torchbearers of the Indian cultural scene here in Red Rock. They can sing, they can dance, they can play instruments. So whatever it is you're interested in, these girls are excellent role models. And I want to congratulate Sumana. This is her fifth student, I believe, she has done Arangetram for in Lindrock. In a small town like Lindrock, that is not easy. As we know, it takes a lot of effort to get these programs. So many more congratulations to Sumana. I want to thank all the live musicians. Balu sir, it's great to have you back. Rohit sir, you enthralled us with your voice, accompanied by Lakshmi Narayan sir and Jairam sir. It's your first time in Lindrock, I believe, so we hope you get to come back to do more programs. And on behalf of everybody, many, many more congratulations to Sridharan family and the DOS family and everybody that helped to put this event together. Thank you. Oh, Shiny, she's been an awesome MC this evening, so one round of applause for Miss Shiny.
Thank you, Dr. Rupa, for those kind words. Thank you so much. I would like to invite Rajesh Chokani sir onto the stage to felicitate Bhavana and Jessica. Thank you so much. Nasian School of Dance is pleased to present an award acknowledging Bhavana and Jessica for their dedication and passion towards Bharatanatyam and their years of hard work which have brought them to the stage today. Guru Srimati Sumana will now present the award to the girls. Thank you, Sumana. Thank you, girls. I would like to invite Mr. Jawahar Jairamamurthy and Mr. Satish Kumar Ponnaya onto the stage to felicitate Bhavana and Jessica and also to share a few words.
Just a few words. Really, friends, congratulations to Jessica Das and Bhavana Sridharan on their Bharatanatyam Arangetram. Jessica and Bhavana, your Arangetram is not just a performance, but it's a beautiful reflection of the hard work and commitment. When I say commitment, it's not just a word. I know it's not weeks or months, a lot of years, right? So congratulations. Congratulations on the this event for the parents, teachers, and who will supported you guys. Thank you so much.
Finally, on to the heroines of today's show, Jessica and Bhavana.
Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? I know it's been a long day, and I'm gonna try to keep it short, but can't give you promises. So obviously, my Arangetram here is done. But this is just the beginning. But before my Arangetram, there was 10 years worth of dance, and those 10 years, those 10 years now, that was definitely a ride. I started seeing dance around me all the time, every day when I was about 3 years old. My mom started classes in our two-bedroom apartment in Little Rock here, and one bedroom was always empty, and the doors would always be closed when she takes class, and I would always peek through and try to copy whatever was going down, and oftentimes I'd like barge in and be like, hey, can I join your class? And my mom would be like, you're not old enough, get out. um, but I made a lot of my dear friends during that time. My upstairs neighbor came to class. Meda and Surabhi, which I met during then, came to class every week, and they basically lived at my house, and they became my sisters, and I will always be very grateful for that. And so I started classes around 7 years old, but my mom got pregnant with my sister, so I started again at 8 years old. This time I was really excited to start, but really quickly I realized that dance was not what I thought it was gonna be. It was really hard. It was really hard, and I was a chubby 8-year-old who couldn't keep her back straight, and my mom would just be like, you gotta do better. And I quickly grew very frustrated with the fact that I probably wasn't the best dancer in my class, and somehow that felt like I was the worst. So my preteen years hit, and I told my mom, I think this is not for me. I'm gonna quit dance. And she was like, come back to me in a couple years after you've done some stuff and tell me again, and then I'll take you out of classes. So I kind of grudgingly kept on, and I still remember the first time when I realized that I really loved dance, even if I might not have been the best at it. And we were in rehearsal at Serbi's house, and we were preparing for my first stage performance. And there was this really difficult step, like somewhere in the third verse, and I remember having so much fun with it and just doing it again and again and again. And I was like, wait, this is not so bad. And then I performed on stage, and I really, really started to appreciate what dance was and how much like it played a big role in my life. For those of you who've known me for a very long time, I've been learning Tamil since I was like 5. My dad was my first teacher, and I've had numerous other teachers after that. And this was just one more way for me to connect with my culture, and I love the art form. So first step was done, dance. Next, I had to realize that dance was cool, and that took a couple more years. I loved choreographing. I loved learning choreography. I loved the music that went along with dance. I've been trained in Carnatic vocal for 9 years, give or take. But one of my most memorable performances was when I was in 9th grade, and my Spanish teacher asked me, Serbian Meda, to dance an abridged version of a dance that we danced maybe 6 times before that in the past month. And I was like, oh, we need to make all these last minute adjustments, and I'm tired of doing this again and again and again. But I stood in front of a crowd of maybe 700 or 800 people, like all peers from my school. And when I heard someone scream, Jessica, from like the crowd, I was like, oh my gosh, this is about to be so good. And I quickly realized that who I was cool too. And that's definitely carried forth with me. So dance has carried forth with me past that. Y'all may have heard that I'm an anthropology major. A big reason is that I've been immersed in culture and cultural things all my life, and I want to dedicate time towards it. And so dance has really carried forth with me in pretty much every aspect of my life. I have a lot of friends tell me that I'm very expressive when I talk, and like I like talk with my hands and my eyes, and like I wonder where that comes from, right? So I had 3 main takeaways from being a dancer. 3 main takeaways from being a dancer. So the first one is learning is hard, and learning never stops, but it bears some of the sweetest fruits. This was something that I loved, and then I maybe didn't hate, but kind of begrudgingly took upon created for the world. An Arangetram is not an ending like a lot of people view a graduation. It is the beginning of one's career in dance, and so I am just very honored to be standing here finishing all this. So takeaway number 2, you're only last if I had listened to 1-year-old me, I probably wouldn't be here. I probably wouldn't be anywhere. So that's a big thing that I learned through dance. And lastly, it takes a village of people over a whole lifetime for something like this to happen, and for me to become who I am now. So at this point, I'd like to thank my mom, my guru. So she's taught me everything. I performed in front of y'all, obviously, but she's also cared for me after practices and like constantly looked after me. So that's something that I'm really grateful for. I'm also really grateful for my dad. A lot of people joke around and say like, oh, like you totally taught all these dances. Like you're not doing anything here. But if I have any rudimentary knowledge as to like what's going on in these dances and the cultural background and the history behind it, that's all him. So please give a big round of applause for me. I'd like to thank all my teachers. My teachers played a really big part in helping me appreciate dance and then giving me the knowledge to keep going with it and keep exploring. Particularly, all my teachers have played an equally important role, but I'd really like to thank all my language teachers, particularly my Tamil teachers. I understood everything that was going on today really well. That's all thanks to y'all. And pretty much any other skill that comes with this type of interpretive dance stems from that. So I'm very grateful for that. I thank my art teachers and my music teachers and my history teachers. Those played a really big role in deepening my knowledge around Bharatanatyam, not even through class, but like going to school every day and just kind of like surfing the internet because I had assignments to do. So thank y'all. I'd like to take this time to thank our musicians who are not on stage right now, but they know I love them. I've known some of them for over 6 years now, and I couldn't have imagined this with anyone else, and they did a phenomenal job. So thank y'all very much. Thank you for Mandali Auntie, Ratna Auntie, who did all the decor. Thank you to everyone who cooked food for us. I was well fed this entire week with plenty of leftovers. So thank you so much. Thank you to Ramya Auntie and Megla Auntie who helped me with my hair, makeup, and clothes. They did all the dress changes in between. They touched me up in between. And I'm just so grateful for their help. I'm really thankful for everyone who lived in Hots Hall. Guys, I practiced in the 5th floor study room all throughout this past year because I didn't live here in Little Rock. I was in college at Fayetteville. So they let me use that room at all times. People would barge in, people like, oh my gosh, your rehearsal, and they'd back out. So 5th floor Hots people especially, y'all are the best. Thank you all for letting me take up your Wednesday 6 to 7, 6 to 8 on certain days. Thank you to Atrangi. What's up, guys? It was hard, but I'm in shape, and they taught me a lot about dance, and I love the friends that I earned through that, so thank y'all so much. I know a lot of y'all are here today, so I'm so happy. Thank you to Kyle, who did all of our lighting, sound, and technical work. He's awesome. He listened to all of our demands. It was kind of a catastrophe at one point, but we came through and we pulled through, and I'm so glad to have you on our side. Thank you to all my friends that showed up. I know y'all have driven long and far, or near. And it just means a lot that y'all came down to watch me. And last but certainly not least, my family. I'd like to thank my family in 3 ways. First off, my real family, so my blood family. We have over 20 of us here today from all parts of the world. So thank y'all so much for making it out here. I love y'all a lot. I know I don't get to see y'all often enough, so thank you. My community, the community that raised me and the community that gave me the opportunity to perform in front of them. Thank y'all so much for the endless support that you have given me, even like before dancing or like in like the wings. I will be forever grateful. That definitely got me through this. And lastly, my friends that I consider my chosen family, the ones that I keep around, the ones that I panic text when I'm sad or afraid or nervous. Y'all definitely bore the brunt of my anxiety toward this, and I really appreciate y'all being there for me. Y'all are the silent warriors that no one knows about. And lastly, thank you to the audience for bearing through this with me. I hope y'all really enjoyed the show, and thank y'all once again for coming out tonight. And now it's time for my boring speeches. Jessica said everything that I wanted to. I am filled with an overwhelming overwhelming sense of gratitude and joy. Today, it's taken 10 years for this to happen. We were actually supposed to do this back in 2020, but we love COVID, and that pushed it 4 years. But here we are today. Oh, this one looks better. Okay. I'd like to thank my guru, Sumananti. Your guidance has been the cornerstone of my training, and I offer my heartfelt gratitude to you. Your unwavering belief in me, coupled with your endless patience and wisdom, has shaped not just my dance, but also my character. You have taught me not only the intricacies of Bharatanatyam, but also invaluable life lessons that extend far beyond the stage, and I am forever indebted to you for lighting the path that has brought me here today. So funny story, I actually started learning Bharatanatyam when I was 3, back in India when I lived there. And there's this one picture of me covered in makeup and I look really bad. And that's what I remember every time I come on stage to dance. And I've been doing that for the last 10 years. So I started back when Sumananti, just before she got pregnant with Becky. And then we had a huge gap, but then we started practicing every day. And I've been practicing for the last 10 years with Jessie, and she's become like a sister to me. We do everything together. She also learned vocal from my dad, so then we basically lived at each other's houses more than we did in our own houses. So that was a fun experience, because then we found another family aside from our own. And then I'd like to thank the musicians, Rohit sir, Jairam sir, Shivu sir, and Bala sir. Your soulful renditions have brought life to every movement and expression, and I extend my sincere appreciation. Your artistry has added depth and emotion to our performance, making this journey even more unforgettable, so thank you so much. And to my parents and family, I would not be here today without my mom and my dad. Amma and Appa have been pushing me so hard since day one, and I've cried a lot. Let's be honest, blood, sweat, and tears are real. But I wouldn't be here without all of that, and their sacrifices is what brought me here today, and I will forever be grateful. They've always been a constant source of motivation throughout the journey, and I'm grateful to each and every one of you who has stood by my side. I'd like to thank my friends and my well-wishers, my community, for gracing this occasion with your presence and for your constant encouragement. Special shout out to Abby for bringing me ice all the time whenever I needed it, and she basically became a second mother to me and took care of me. And then to all my friends who I texted whenever I was bored, which is only 2 people, but anyway, that's not the point. Whenever I was bored or like got super nervous or like was losing my mind, I'd only text them, and everything just seemed a whole lot better. And I would not be here today without them, so thank you to you both. As Jessica and I performed today, I felt a deep sense of connection to not only the art, but also to each and every one of you who supported and encouraged us throughout the journey. After all these years of dancing, laughing, and crying, Jessica is like my own sister, and together we pushed each other to strive for excellence, supporting and inspiring one another every step of the way. This performance was truly a culmination of our countless hours of practice, dedication, and passion, a testament to the transformative power of dance. I'm deeply humbled and profoundly grateful for the love and support that surrounds me today. This Arangetram is not just a personal achievement, but a celebration of the collective effort and encouragement of everyone who has been a part of my journey. As I continue to grow as a dancer, I carry with me the lessons learned, the memories cherished, and the dreams yet to be fulfilled. This is only the beginning. Thank you once again for being here and for sharing this unforgettable moment with us. Thank you. And shout out to Sridharan for always making me laugh when I got mad.
Thanks everyone for making our event so graceful with all of your presence and encouragement and motivation to our girls. Thanks to each one of you for being here. And I will extend my thanks with the thank you notes, and I'll be very quick, short, because we are running out of time. First of all, I would like to thank our dear artists, Balu sir, Jairam sir, Rohit sir, and Lakshmi Narayan sir for their wonderful and awesome performance on the stage. Without them, this Arangetram wouldn't have been this graceful. Thank you so much. Talking about Arangetram, the first person is our guru, Mrs. Sumana Das. She is a wonderful person, and learning dance from her by kids will be fun as well as serious. She makes sure every student of hers performs really good up to her expectations. If she feels they're not up to the mark, she's not going to put them on the stage. She's a perfectionist. She's a wonderful teacher, and I have no words of appreciation to thank her how much today my daughter performed so beautifully here on the stage in front of you all. Thank you, Sumana Das. The next important person for this Arangetram to happen is our Mills High School auditorium engineer, Mr. Kyle. Can you please come up on the stage? See, without him today, this wouldn't have happened in this hall. 2 o'clock around, he came back, panicking. Oh my God, the AC might not work. We are trying to fix. But he went out to reach everybody to get this AC fixed and running here. And that's why this Arangetram happened here. Thank you so very much for taking care of this event. Right from the day I approached you till today, being very patient, being very humble to acknowledge whatever request we gave and fulfilling each and every one of the requests we made to you. Thank you so much. Can you please go on the stage? I request Das to come up on stage along with Sridharan to felicitate Mr. Kyle here. Thank you so much, Mr. Kyle, for everything you did for us. I would like to extend my thanks to the security and custodians of this school who has taken care of everything outside this hall. And my sincere gratitude goes to all the volunteers who cook for our artists for the past 1 week, providing them with meals regularly without any hesitation. And even with working days, you all did so much help to us in this Arangetram. Thank you so much for all the volunteers who cook for the artists. We would like to thank all the volunteers who also cooked for tonight for the big dinner which is awaiting us right now. And I could count on names, so many of them in our community who cook for us. But I would like to really thank Ramesh Garu, Ulanathan. Both of them took them in their hands, the food department, and we call them the food army. And they organized everything, taking the burden of arranging the food from Das and Sridharan. Thank you so much for being the food army for this event. And also thanks to all the volunteers who cooked for this dinner. And I would like to thank Mr. Ravi Guribelli and Adi Satish for taking our musicians outside for their needs and also for shopping and outing. Thank you so much. And also Mr. Srini Gopi and Sujata and Nishant to take care of photo shoot, photos and videos and live streaming today of this great event. We sincerely thank our makeup artists, Ramya, Shimsha, Meghala and Sundravalli for taking good care of our girls throughout the entire Arangetram from the back stage and taking care of their needs during the dances. We thank Josh Gav who's another photographer here, to come on time and stay with us to take all the pictures. And we wholeheartedly thanks Mr. Rajesh Chokani for supporting us and for felicitating our girls, Jessica and Bhavana. Thank you so much, Mr. Chokani. And we also thank Mishika Events for doing such a beautiful decoration here. And this was one exceptional decorations you have made for us. Thank you so much, Mishika Events. And last but not least, I would like to again thank all of you, our Little Rock family, who came here in person and also who all came from outside Little Rock as well as outside the country to support this event. Thank you one and all. Thank you so much. The next is the delicious dinner is waiting for you. Please go to the cafeteria and enjoy the dinner. The girls will get dressed up and they'll come back, and we have a stage set up there for cake cutting and also to take pictures. Each family can come and take pictures with the girls tonight. And we also request you to take pictures, which will be our memory throughout these the coming years. So please enjoy the dinner, and one by one with the family come and take pictures with the girls. Thank you so much. Have a good night.